Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Glee here. Today, I'm playing Dragon Age Origins. My very first time in a row. Ugh. And I jump in and I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Let's get do these! If you guys want to read this, you can pause it if you want to.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, Warriors and mages, barbarians and kings, the Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us.
That give me a waving. All right, you saw in the mail. I did all these guys before, but I didn't get through fish it. But only one I almost got through the game was an elf. And let's be an elf dwarf. Yeah, let's be this one. Wait, rogue is like a person who can like lockpick like any stuff. Mage is magic. Well, dwarf you can be a rogue, or that you can be a dwarf commoner or a dwarf noble. Does I be a warrior? I'd be like that, or I'd be a rogue, same thing. Or if it's, mage is like a wizard. Be like one of those two. Magic, or these two again. One thing. I mean him. Bless me. Warrior. That. Let's go with my shadow name. Here's a first name because you can't fit the whole thing.
Greetings.
Man. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. I'll go do it with this color. This beard, or I really like this beard because it is like my favorite I ever played. Well, how you like they saw? Oh, that's it. There's more. 407 years ago. Oh, this might be separate, yeah. I'm gonna take this beard. Stable. I don't know what's stable or not. Yeah, let's still take stable. We're done on there. Oh, wait. There we go. My nose looks like Pinocchio. Hold on, we'll see that what it looks like in the camera. Oh shoot, it does look like a. I am Pinocchio. I can poke your nose. I can't stand. Oh, why am I love this nose? On the side, it looks like he like a Pinocchio nose. Ugh. What else we got? There's that. Now let's see. Give me where it is.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work. My weapon isn't working. Move aside. Till we meet again.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is my character. And let's do this. And whoops, let's do this. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, there is my character. If you guys want me to play a dwarf or an elf, let me know in the comments below.
For generations, your family, the Kuzlans, has stewarded the lands of Highever, earning the loyalty of your people with justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No. The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True. Though we both had less grey in our hair then. And we fought Orgions, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
And you, Al.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
It's quite a bit younger than I.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
Why can't I go you and Fergus?
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going. Now don't make me choose between fighting you or the 10. Your mother is the one I'm frightened of. This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan.
Yes, sir!
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrion Pusland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
Their order of a great warrior. He said they are smaller and no longer important.
I apologize, Duncan. That Aldous has nerve teaching my children such slanderous nonsense.
I take no offense. The Grey Wardens are not what we once were.
I'll not have the Warden spoken ill of in my household. Without them, the Darkspawn would have killed us all in the first blight. You are the only reason men still live in Thedas. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
Is there a reason I shouldn't join them?
That discussion is closed.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I've not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing...
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
I know I have to be here for that, do I?
Yes, you do. Duncan is an honored guest, and it's your duty to make him welcome here. Is that clear? In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me. You'll have plenty of time after we're gone. We must be...
Alright, let's go. First is the dog.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt. Yes, I saw the Isle arrive. I fear your house Han is threatening to leave.
She was my nana before she was a cook. Nana won't leave.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten. I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easy. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
I need to talk to him. I don't need it. Where's my father?
She was entertaining Lady Landra and her son. Before we go, my lord, might I beg a question? I've heard from several people that a Grey Warden is here.
His name is like an N.
Then, is it also true that this Grey Warden was asking after me?
He issued to test for
Maker's breath. Are you certain? Can you imagine? Of course, I...
Alright, let's head to get my dog.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let...
If I can't get... You and you. Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast...
Perhaps you should lock your ladder tighter. You should be put down.
What? That monster is in my larder, slobbering all over the bacon, and you're insulting me.
Oh dear. Mistress, calm down, please.
That's it. I'll quit. Inform the turner. I'll go and cook at some nice estate in the Banorn.
Man, please. We'll get the dog.
Just get it. You...
Oh, look at that mess. How did he even get in here? It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait, did you hear that?
You know what? I named my dog my favorite cartoon of all time. Scooby Dooby Doo, where are you? Got some work to do now. Rats! Die, rats, die! Look what we have here! Some rats! What's up, Oh, I should have named my character the Joker or something.
My grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Wolf. It's like it looks that way. Those rats are very large. Maybe it's just a cousin. So my hound will put me in danger, right?
I've seen larger. They come up from the Kakari wilds sometimes. But seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be up.
Hey, Scooby-Doo! No! No! It looks like he's peeing on a rat! Bad boy. Can you do something with this gray mess? See something interesting. Dudes don't seem fun. Come on, one more time. Come on! Last time I played it, he found a book. Running and nipping with a triangle. Tangle book. Ball of wooden yarn. The ends are trailing in the dust behind him. Is there any more, boy? Found a piece of wood carved with cursive symbols. Dirt stage. Oh, it looks very old. You don't really what that is, but it looks like it could be used as some kind of weapon. I need to go somewhere.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
I go be honest with you, Nana.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will.
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, the rest are dead. They're quite a mess effect. If it will warhound, made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with. Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog.
Pork bits? What is a pork bit?
Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes? Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Oh, bat am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearth, and no complaining.
You have considered swimming.
Don't even mention that. These two will run like a pair of frightened kittens, and then where will I be? Thank you for coming to your... Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
When it's considered, what would be boring? Why would I say anything but yes?
And that's why you made your nanny old before her time. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you? The dog that bit?
Oh, Maker, not this. Not too well, no. I don't have time for stories. Oh, Maker. Yeah, remember.
Good. Then you can start.
Before your fathers first come down from the mountains, once upon a time there was a dog, and he bit some. Oh, I do that.
You'd think I hadn't told you this tale 1,000 times. Before our fathers' fathers came down from the mountains, a warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son. The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and with each complaint, but as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand. He shouldn't have done it at all. The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale? Not the weak pull down the strong when the strong treat them unfairly. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave.
Why do you tell me that story?
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then.
All right, let's go. Go see Mother. Give me a.
Good evening, my lord.
And my dear Bryce brought this back from Orlais. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled.
Yes, there were.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady La...
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
Were you? Weren't you drunk? If you say so. This will have to wait. Father sent me an account for this. Of course.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend a...
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son?
And you beat me handily, as I recall.
You're
It's
very
good to see you again,
modest.
Lord.
You fought very well, Mother. Why are these people here?
And this is my lady in waiting.
It is a great honor.
Don't know.
Lady,
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor
She
thing.
speaks of
as
Tyler.
it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall
Because you know what time it is. Oh, yes. Where's that? Oh.
That is a wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent. Greetings once again, my lord. Lady Landra has been very good. If I may, your mother has no ladies-in-waiting herself. You are very kind, my lord. I'm nobody special. You make me blush. Aren't we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
How about something more intimidate later on my room?
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Yes, that would be
Until tonight, then.
And that's how, ladies and gentlemen, you sleep with her as this human.
Good evening, my lord.
I got to go. And now I need to speak with Mother.
You should say goodbye to Fergus while you have the chance.
Do you know Grand
Yes,
Wizard?
your father mentioned that. You haven't got it into your head that you want to be recruited. There's enough here at the castle to occupy you. I don't need you off chasing. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs with Oriana. I know it's difficult to stay in the castle and watch others ride.
The fall
But we
without
must
me,
see
I
to our
couldn't
duties
make
first.
a difference.
You are here. Trust me, you'll get your chance for excitement soon enough.
I have a bad feeling about that.
As do, but it wouldn't help for us to take up arms and follow. Fergus, if he's not out with his men, probably up for a few days. Then I'll travel with Lady Land. Your father thinks my presence here might undermine your
I
authority.
was about to suggest that myself. Your father thinks my presence are my unseemly or authority. I don't think you should go.
Don't worry, my dear. It won't be long. If he's not out with his men, probably upstairs. I love you, my darling boy. You
I'm not a boy no longer.
Indeed. I turned around, but that does... Though...
Is there really going to be a war, Papa?
That sword, oh,
I wish...
don't frighten them. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Just let me know when you're done. You two are finished.
When there's a woman in your life, you'll understand.
I prefer my freedom, thank you. Who said I don't have no one no? Women are overrated. No fewer than 3, if you please.
Bold words, little brother. I mean a real woman, not a turd in the straw.
Fergus, language.
You like to play in the stable too, Uncle? I like to hide in the hay.
Don't you listen to this. If I catch you with your clothes full of straw again, I'll send you to Mother Mallow.
But Mama, she talks forever.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing.
Surely.
Mother and Father have been fighting about it for days.
Really? What?
Shh. I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
He's going to test.
Good for him. I hope he makes it. If I were a Grey Warden, though, I'd have my eye on you. Not that Father would ever allow it. Word from the south is that the battles of...
Would that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be... If it's any consol...
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Then the Owl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were... Well, off we go.
I would hope, dear boy, that you...
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone. And make us sustain and...
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother.
What's a wench?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
You need protection more than her. Mother can handle herself, always says.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough. Enough. Pup.
Mama says you're going to be watching over us while Papa is gone. Is that true, Uncle?
Yes, that's true.
What if the castle is attacked? Will there be dragons?
Dragons are terrible.
Yeah.
This is your...
What? I didn't say anything.
Are you going to teach me to use a sword, Uncle? Then I can fight evil too. Take that, dire bunny. Oh, darkspawn, fear my sword of truthiness.
Maybe ask him truthiness.
We're teaching him about honesty.
Don't worry, son. You'll get to see us.
If you should need any assistance in the coming days, I would be glad to offer it.
I need to talk to my brother. Thank you.
Getting sent to bed early, are we?
I have fun on the long march. In the cold. I still father is going with you.
No. A warm bed doesn't sound so bad now, come to think of it. At any rate, I'll miss you. Take care of everyone, and be here when...
Oh, come on!
Best do as your father says, darling. I will see you in... Right?
You should be on your way, pup. Long day ahead tomorrow.
I was
I was wondering how long this would take. Has he asked to recruit you? If he did, then I would have to consider it. If a blight is truly upon us in the south, then Grey Wardens will be needed. If it comes to that, we can talk about it when I get back. Until then, just show me heavy courtesy. Duncan is a... Your brother and I go into battle. Not an afternoon tea. I will, but don't worry about me, dear boy. When the king demands it. In fact, don't worry, Puff. You shouldn't see many problems.
I guess what?
Legends of the Blights tell of horrible things. These darkspawn once threatened many
Alright,
lands.
now you're scared, father. I'll do my best, father, I swear. And what can I do with a handful of cards?
I trust you to do what is best. And don't be afraid to... But let's not speak of ominous things. We shall assume...
Benjamin, I'll be right back.
And the Maker will watch over us.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. What did I miss? Yeah, I sure
know
do.
that you'll do me proud. You've grown into a fine lad. That much is clear.
Alright. I guess that's everybody I can talk to. Oh, wait a minute. Where's that sparkle stuff? Scoop! Scooby! Scooby! Scooby doo. DC thing. It's just like. Did I find anything? Oh, come on, Scoob! Scooby Doo, what's wrong with you? Good boy! You're a good boy, Scooby! You're a good boy! Bad boy! Bad boy! Don't pee here on the floor. No, bad! Bad! One more time. Nothing again. You just saw that his hand is just right in my screen. Alright, let's go. What was that? Now I have to comb my beard and hair right now. Okay, okay. Oh, what's going on?
Your hound is making so much noise. He seems so angry.
Oh, just a moment. I could be putting my
But listen to that barking. Can't you make him stop? I'm gonna see if someone's in the hall.
No! Yo, mother! You mother truckers! You mother truckers! That's my girlfriend! Ah! My girlfriend! Why? How you be terminated? Terminated! Terminated! Boom! Terminated! 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 Terminated!
Darling.
Mother!
I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
They kill Arna.
What? The elven girl? But why? Her scream woke me up. Did you see their shields? Those are Hal's men.
He was your afraid father.
Those men were delayed. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
No, I haven't.
We must find him.
Can you still handle a weapon?
I know all.
And he had a lot of money.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling. Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
Oh, great sword. I'm gonna leave yourself behind by father.
No! My little Oren! What manner of fiend slaughters innocents?
My nephew. Make the pay!
He's not even taking hostages. He means to kill all of us. Oh, poor fuckers.
They have to pay. Is everybody else still alive in this? I take on the archers! Hello, anybody in here? Nope.
Dear Landrum, I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't... Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere. The servants' passage leads out the front gates. That's where your father must be. Listen, darling, we haven't much time. If we can't find your... If Hal's men are inside, they must then survive.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I guess I go in up here. If you guys want to see more, please do not forget leave a like and subscribe or comments. If you guys want to see more, please you want me to get some vengeance of Hal for my nephew and my brother wife in this game. So please leave a like and subscribe. See you guys later. Hammer out. Hammer out. Peace.